So, Owen, you have some great stuff about 19th century vampire stories and the kind of public health intersection. Can you share some of that with us?
People didn't understand transmission. So you end up with people mysteriously getting syphilis. And it's a lot easier to say, like, oh, a vampire did this, than to admit to having had some sort of, like, actual liaison in the brothel. I've read accounts where people talk about the description of vampirism being one-to-one, the same as a diagnosis of consumption. It does make you real pale, real light sensitive, blood mysteriously coming from your mouth. How do you explain that in a time when you don't understand germ theory? How does that jump from one person to another person? You turn to science, which is its own mythology. They're like, champagne and oysters and bloodletting, I don't know. And then you turn to superstition, they're like, okay, so that person has died of vampirism, get rid of the body. Don't keep it just sitting out in the home. You're gonna limit the amount of transmission that's happening. And so people are using these stories in order to protect themselves and to explain the inexplicable. It makes sense that things like garlic become really essential for protecting yourself from vampires, because garlic is really essential for protecting yourself against disease. It makes sense, you know? It's like there was so many bloodborne pathogens in the 19th century that we knew nothing about. So how are we gonna talk about it?